Good morning. It is pouring down rain, and I had to get on the road this morning, but I got up early enough to run in the rain, and it is cold. So it's a good thing it's only a 2 mile run today. Um, yeah, I will touch base with you shortly. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time you're joining us today. Welcome to the Accountability Project, where we condense the pain of personal growth and development. Today is April 1st. I love April 1st. I used to be a jokester and do a lot of things on April 1st. Now I've tried to back off of it a little bit because I tended to get a little out of hand. So no jokes today. Did get my run in this morning. It was cold, it was rainy. Luckily, the rain has stopped for today, but it has still stayed cold. Now, with that, I've got my reading done, so we're going to talk about self-discipline. So this chapter is about self-discipline, which goes hand in hand with accountability. Self-discipline is a trait that very few have, but I believe everyone can improve. So even if you have self-discipline, your ability to improve your level of self-discipline, I believe everyone has the capability to continue to grow in this area. And part of that is because it's a never-ending skill, right? It's something that if you slack off, it'll degrade very quickly. And accountability and self-discipline go hand in hand, because you're not accountable to anything that you're not disciplining yourself to do. So there's positive and negative of discipline. Growing up, a lot of people hear discipline and they think it's something negative, that discipline is like you were disciplined. And I believe that everyone is going to receive discipline in general in their life. The question is, are you going to discipline yourself, or are you going to be disciplined by someone else because your lack of ability to discipline yourself? But regardless, there will be discipline. You'll either be experiencing the pain, condensing the pain of disciplining yourself in your health, or you're going to deal with the pain of health struggles in the future, and you'll be disciplined by life in a negative way for not taking care of your body. Same with your relationships, same with your spirituality, same every aspect of life. Your ability to discipline yourself produces the fruits you have in the world. They use Gandhi as an example and a few other business folks in the book, talking about even the ability to discipline yourself to silence and just zip it and be quiet in the appropriate moments. It can do wonders, not just for you personally and those around you, but your business, your future, your family. And so I'd highly encourage you to take some time to be intentional about disciplining yourself and what areas you want self-discipline in. Compound effect. Chapter 1 is just kind of laying out the concept of the compound effect, that whatever you do is going to compound over time, and it's going to produce a result that is going to seem to be an overnight result. And they grabbed 3 friends that kind of on the same block, similar life, similar lifestyle, and had them move down a path at the same time as each other. Now, one of them stayed pretty consistent, but didn't really do much or alter much to change. One of them said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take 10 minutes a day to read from a good book, and I'm gonna maybe start to exercise a little bit, and maybe reduce my caloric intake by 125 calories a day from the existing diet." And then the third one was going the other way. He said, "You know what? I'm going to buy a flat screen TV. I'm going to finance it. I'm going to veg out more. I'm going to barbecue more. I'm going to watch a home cooking show. I'm going to start cooking more because I love when I cook sweets. I'm just going to eat more of the junk food that I cook because I'm watching it on the food channel on my big screen TV." And you know, for the first 3, 4, 5 months, no difference between any 3 of them, noticeably. But the compound effect is starting to work. 6, 7, 8 months later, still not a whole lot changed visually. 12 months in, you would think, hey, it's been a year, and still not a whole lot of difference. Not a whole lot of difference. 18 months, maybe a slight difference. But by the time you hit that 24 to 36 month in that gap, in that period, the curve skyrockets, right? And the compound effect kicks in both directions. People being positive and people being negative, or moving in an opposite direction. So if you cut 16 pounds off, and your friend adds 16 pounds, now there's a 34-point spread, 34-pound difference. So now you look drastically different from each other because you gave him your 16. Your abilities, your skills, your mindset has changed enough over that time period that maybe you've gotten promoted and you're getting paid more, and you might be moving out of the neighborhood, and they might be backsliding, and because the junk food they've been eating, they've been getting lazier and lazier, and then they're having trouble sleeping because they're not being healthy during the day, and then that's causing them to kind of backslide at work, and maybe they've been reprimanded a few times, and the only way they know to feel better about themselves is to maybe watch another cooking show and eat some more donuts, eat some more pastries, eat some more of that good cupcake wars that they've spent the last 2 years doing. And then that third guy that didn't really make much change, you don't see a whole lot of change, but I personally believe that this person starts to backslide, because even his attitude started to change. I don't believe that you can stay still. I personally believe that you're either going up or you're going down. There is no standing still, because the target of life is constantly moving. So it's almost like you have to be moving forward to keep up with staying still. And by its own nature, you're not standing still. You're progressing forward, and keeping pace with life. But you're never going to stay the same. I believe you're either improving or you're decreasing. And which one of those is going to be based on, you guessed it, your actions, your habits, your choices, all that follows. And we're going to dive more into that later on in this book. But understanding the power of compound interest, he also talks about the penny a day doubled turns into $10 million if you're going a 31-day period. And understanding how powerful duplication truly is. And you're talking $10 million, but on day 29, you're still at 5,000. Like you're nothing yet, or maybe not 29. Maybe that's I don't know the exact numbers, but I know that 90% of the growth happens in the last 3 days, and that's important to remember, so that you don't sell yourself short, you don't cut yourself off, you don't kill your momentum by taking a break from a habit too soon. You don't want to have to start over on developing that momentum of that compounding effect. So with that, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Happy April Fool's Day. Enjoy, and I'm fired up for this weekend. I got a couple things I got to take care of by the end of the day, but we are on it. We are on track, and we're going to kill this month. April, you're mine. Condense the pain of personal growth.